Hey everyone, Thomas Perkins here, Fish Guru Aquatics. You may notice that I deleted yesterday's video, and we're going to talk about that here in a minute, but it's kind of a bummer, but we're going to discuss what happened and what I found out, and give you guys a little bit of a lesson on housing fish. So, all right. But someone noticed my filter here, and they asked me, hey Thomas, what's up with the Pepsi bottle in your fish tank? Well, I'm not going for a polluted biotype here, but I am building some of you may know that I'm building a big tank for my geophages to Tapaho. It's a 120-gallon biotope aquarium. It's going to be a massive project that is going to be mostly for show. When we try to recreate the Rio Tapajos River in South America, and get the fish from the river. I'm not going to focus too much on the plants. I did pick plants that resemble the native plant populations there, and it took a lot of research and a lot of time to figure out what I need to do to make the tank look like the Rio Tapajos. But just some of the background stuff I'm doing is I need a lot of cycled media for that tank. I've got a huge sponge Canis filter behind me that will be more than powerful enough to filter that aquarium. And what I want to do is overload it with biological media. I've got a bag up there in the geo tank that's sitting right there beside the sponge filter. And I've got a lot more of it right here that's just kind of loose. So I wanted to go ahead and cycle this. And also, it happened to be at the time when I accidentally dropped the propeller and hit the bottom and then blasted a bunch of the enriched substrate all over this tank. And you can kind of see pieces of it right here, so that I haven't cleaned up yet. But it's going to take a while to get all that out of here. And this just gave me an opportunity to scrub this tank as well as possible. Doesn't remove any of the fertilizers that I do, like activated carbon, but that's why this is here. It's just cyclic media. I could have removed the wrapper on the bottle, but it doesn't hurt anything, and I was kind of in a hurry, so that's why it's on here. There are holes drilled along the top of the glass. You can see one right there, and it's kind of slowly leaking out water that passes through it. The sponge filter doesn't catch everything. It's a pretty fine filter, but it's not designed to catch every little piece of particulate. This just gives one more layer of catching to this aquarium. So, and I've got to find a new fish for this tank. Because right now the fish that is in here, the pike topminnow, which is sitting right over here, has to go away. Under Oklahoma statute 820-1-2, it is illegal to own a pike topminnow in the state of Oklahoma. There's several reasons for this. One, their predatory nature. Two, they have a more northernly, even though they are almost identical in behavior and breeding to a Celebus half-beak, which is perfectly legal here in the state. They have a more northerly range throughout Mexico, meaning they can take lower temperatures. So, not super low, mind you. I don't think they would survive here, but there's a chance, and that chance is too great for the Oklahoma Fish and Wildlife Department. And there's a lot of fish that are on that list that I'm interested in keeping. Wolffish, peacock bass, stingrays are another one that's on there. Freshwater stingrays. And there's different reasons for each of them to be on there. gar, arowanas, bony tongue fish, all, as general, that's a no-go. And obviously snakeheads. But they're on the list because somebody released them into the wild, and they got into native habitat in Florida and on the Gulf Coast, and they think they could survive here in Oklahoma. So he's actually going back across the border to Arkansas, which there isn't a local fish store on this side of the border until you get to like Muskogee or Tulsa. So I have to go across the state lines. And I knew the big ones. I just didn't know about the little guys, the ones that, the little ones. And like I said, they're almost identical in care and in diet and breeding to a Celebus half-beak. But just because they come from Mexico and not anywhere more tropical, they have the potential to become invasive. And really this is a story of like some idiot ruined it for all of us. Every year there's a video of somebody pulling a pacu out of a lake here in Oklahoma. Like just some redneck talking like, it's got man teeth. Ugh. Anyway. But it's a problem, especially in less educated areas. I'll leave it at that. Most people get their fish from Walmart, which is another problem we're not going to discuss here. Although, even though these fish are illegal, you can buy all the red-tail catfish and tiger shovelnose and iridescent sharks that your little heart can get. And they're not expensive. They're not rare. They're just... It's not fair, but it's the law. And with me trying to breed fish professionally, I do not want a mark on my record with the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife for any reason, because it's very difficult. Once I get up to a certain volume, I'm going to have to have things. I have to also get rid of these guys too, but I'm doing that slowly. Asolon spixie is actually illegal to cross state borders, but I think I'm going to get something to help with that, and also fill out this tank. So, that being said, I am bummed to see him go, but he's going to be going to a friend of mine's house until I can find him a proper home. Posted on several fish forums about him. Hopefully someone gets back to me soon, because she doesn't really have room for him. Her base tank's a 40-gallon. These guys need quite a bit of space. Males are only 4 inches long, but females get to 7. And I was actually in the process of looking for a female because I thought they'd be interested in breed, which they are. It's an interesting fish. It's just like I can't have it here in Oklahoma. So I'm begging you guys, under absolutely no circumstances are you ever to release a fish, an aquarium fish, into a native waterway. If it comes down to it, find a rescue. If you can't rescue it, if you can't rehome it, which isn't a huge... but it's going to be you never want to release a non-native fish into a native waterway. You never want to release any aquarium fish into a native waterway, because we have diseases in our fish hobby that don't affect wild fish. And him being a wild fish, he's incredibly healthy. We concentrate fish down into gallons of water when they have entire river systems at their disposal in the wild. And while that does seem a little cruel, there's nothing wrong with it. Antlers come from pools. Antlers and guppies come from pools much smaller than most fish tanks. Angelfish come from a wide range of habitat down in South America. But you have to understand that by releasing animals in the habitat, you're running the risk of a species becoming invasive and then outcompeting a native animal. And that is a tragedy in and of itself. And it also, you run into issues like what I'm running into right now, where an animal was fine in the pet trade until someone released it, and now because of that, it has a stigma of being an invasive species and is not permitted everywhere because people ruined it for us. That's my little rant. Y'all have a great day. Take some looks up beautiful, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.